I think they should give this young bull a chance and stick with him and see what the future holds for him in that offense because he's been the best Raider running back this year. Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba. It's season 2, episode number 93. And guys, we back. We back for fantasy football playoffs. And guys, it's official. The Black Mamba is in the playoffs, and we have a bye week this week. And man, I tell you, you don't realize how stressful it is watching these games until you're watching a game when you don't really have anything on the line. Like, I watched all the games last week, didn't care who caught a pass, who ran in a touchdown, whether the defense stopped the offense or not. I actually sat back and enjoyed the game, with the exception of my Pittsburgh Steelers, who handled business. But other than that, it was fun watching these games this week, guys. Basically, I have 2 bye weeks, so I didn't have to worry about winning last week. I don't play this week, and my playoff season starts next week. So I still wanted to come on and give a few waiver wire pickups for you guys who may be in the playoffs and not quite satisfied with what you have going right now, and just kind of throw out some pickups that I've looked at and think that may be pretty good. So with that being said, let's take a look at these waiver wire pickups. At quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron, he had one of his best games of the season last week against Miami. He threw for 339 yards with a touchdown. So if you need a fix, he could bring some upside to your playoffs. Next week, they have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who that defense, it just stinks to the high heavens. And after that, they have the Los Angeles Rams. So that may be an option for you. And at running back, Tank Bigsby. At the beginning of the season, I gave you guys this as a pickup, and he was a hot pickup early in the season. But chances are, since then, he's been dropped. And he's starting to get his mojo back a little bit. He out-carried Travis Etienne last week, 18 carries to 4. And he had 55 yards and a touchdown. And he's actually been the best running back on this Jacksonville Jaguars team this year. And it's a possibility that he could end up being the lead ball carrier for the rest of the year. That's not saying a whole lot because this Jacksonville Jaguars defense hasn't been doing, the offense hasn't been doing a whole lot. But at this time of the year, all it takes is 1 or 2 games to get hot. And over the next 3 games, they have the Jets, the Raiders, and the Titans. So if he's still out there and you need a boost, he's definitely somebody I would take a look at. I never dropped him. I still have him on my team. As far as the playoffs are concerned, I don't know if he's going to be the one who I play at my flex position, because over the last few weeks, Jerry Jeudy's been the one who's had the hot hand. The next guy, and I'm actually going to go out and make a bid for this guy. I don't know if I'll be able to get him. There are 2 guys who are in my playoffs that are actually able to get him. They have more money to spend than I do. But nonetheless, I'm going to go out and I'm going to put a bid in on this guy. And that's Patrick Taylor with the San Francisco 49ers. And guys, just last week, I was crying about how I dropped Isaac Guerrero too fast. And last week, he suffered a foot sprain, and there's a chance he's probably not going to play. And if that is the case, Taylor's the next man up. And I don't know how much they'll utilize him. They have 2 other running backs behind him, but I think he'll probably get the bulk of the carry. So I'm going to go in and put a bid in on him and just kind of, if I can get him, sit back and see how they utilize him this week. And if they really work him as a number 1, I'll probably put him in as my flex player, but we'll see. Another running back that's out there that you guys may want to take a look at is Sincere McCormick with the Las Vegas Raiders. And the last couple of weeks, he's been given a chance and he's taken full advantage of his opportunity and put up some good numbers. Last week, he had 89 total yards. And I'm not sure how things are going to shake out with Sincere once Alexander Madison comes back from his injury. But I think they should give this young bull a chance and stick with him and see what the future holds for him in that offense, because he's been the best Raider running back this year. And if he's able to continue being the lead back, they have some really juicy matchups. They have Atlanta on Monday night. They have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they have New Orleans Saints coming up. So I would pick this guy up and kind of see how he's utilized. And if they use him right, I think he can definitely put some good numbers up for you. Another guy is Isaiah Davis with the New York Jets. And he split carries with Braylon Allen last week. He had 10 carries for 40 yards, and he had a touchdown. And I think as long as Breece Hall continues to not play, I think Davis would make a good running back 3 or a flex for your team if you're in need. And at the wide receiver position, Jalen McMillan with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He caught 4 balls last week for 59 yards, and he had 2 tutties. And he's clearly the number 2 receiver. Baker's starting to get him in the mix. And over the next 3 games, they have some really good matchups as well. They have the Chargers, the Cowboys, and the Panthers. So if you need a boost at wide receiver, give this guy a chance. It's a good chance he may not be on your waiver wire, but if he is, definitely plug and play him. And at the old dreaded tight end position, which I've yet to have good production out of the tight end position this year. And if you need a tight end, Juwan Johnson with the New Orleans Saints. He had 4 catches for 50 yards and 1 touchdown last week. And he's a low-end option, but they have some pretty good matchups over the next couple of weeks. They got the Commanders, the Packers, and the Raiders. So, just kind of play it by ear. I don't know if he's going to be better than what your current option is, but give him a look if that's the case. And as always, guys, streaming defenses. This week, Washington Commanders versus the New Orleans Saints. And the Saints, they're missing some of their top guns at key positions at the wide receiver and the quarterback position. And they're more than likely to be without the services of Derek Carr. And they'll have to depend on either Jake Hayner or Spencer Rattler. And, they were already sputtering. And it's just going to take them back another notch. This offense has only scored 14 points over the past 2 games against 2 mid defenses in the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. So I don't see anything getting better for the New Orleans Saints, which is why if I had to go out and scoop a team for a defense this week, it would be the Washington Commanders. If I couldn't get the Commanders, the next defense up would be the Arizona Cardinals versus the New England Patriots. And New England, they've given up over 3 sacks per game in the last 5 games. And in addition to that, they're averaging nearly 2 turnovers a game. So the offense hasn't been good. And in addition to that, they're averaging only 19 points a game since Drake May has taken over. And Drake has actually played pretty good, but the offense is just, he don't have any pieces around it. So Arizona would be a pickup if I couldn't get the Washington Commanders. And guys, this is what we've all been waiting for, the playoffs. It's time to make it happen. 3 wins, and for you guys who are playing this week, 3 wins and you're in the championship, or you won the championship if you can just win 3 straight games. So good luck to all you guys who are in the playoffs, and do me a favor. Spike that like, comment, subscribe. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.